Greetings and salutations. I am Bajongles, and if you enjoy my content, consider following me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bajongles1, where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You could also, if you'd be so kind, check out my Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. Also, if you wanted to check my VODs out, consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. And with that, back to your regularly scheduled program. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Um, Sorry if my voice is a little deeper than normal. I've been doing some bass training. 'Cause I can actually sing in bass pretty nicely. Uh, and that all comes down to practice. I didn't used to be that way. But it feels rather nice. It's definitely very different from normal singing. Like singing in like the range that I talk uh is like different muscles and different like ways of getting sound out of my body than like bass. I need to I The main like thing I need to practice is getting my really high range, my mid range, and my low range to where I can smoothly transition between the two without any like blind spots. Where like the sound just won't come out. And I need to practice uh the ability to be able to sing in sort of that entire range without it hurting if I do it too loud, because I would like to be able to sing basically any song eventually. Again, that all comes with practice. But anyways, today I was doing bass practice so that I could do "That's what friends are for." Right? Like I can do it pretty well. Another thing that I've been practicing doing is voices. Because if I can sing in a range, that means that I have the muscles and the ability built up to be able to talk in that range. And still need practice, so I'm not, I still need practice, so I'm not necessarily like great at it, But like, oh well. That being said, speaking of music, it's time to get my outers wild in. There we go. What if I turn this up a little bit, like have it be minus 2 dB? How's that, everybody? I also might make this minus 4, because I noticed that uh, while my audio peaks are loud, my average is actually pretty decent. So all I have to do is change it in post, like in the editing, and it'll be fine. Let me open Krita, because that is ultimately what we're here to do is art. We're here to do art. We're here to have a fun time, and just enjoy ourselves. I am almost done with my coffee. My beautiful, beautiful morning bean juice. Flicking the bean and drinking the bean are two entirely different things. Art time. I see that the screen is black. Alright, it is good now. Awesome. Alright, so as I sort of said in the announcement, on both Bluesky and Tumblr, by the way, if you're watching the stream, that is !socials and !discord, to get links to both my Discord server and my social media. And I'm excited to see more people in there. Right now I have 3 people in there, but it's mostly Gremlin who's active. Shout out to Gremlin. Yesterday was multiplayer Mondays, and we played some Deep Rock Galactic. Because a friend got it for me on Steam recently, and I've it playing it for multiplayer Mondays. Gave me an excuse to like try and grind promotion for my gunner, for my funny gunner dwarf. There's a very specific like loadout spread that I'm trying to build up to because it's like it's what I love, and I just use the default gun most of the time. There's I forgot what the second one is, but I also like that one. The missiles I'm not a massive fan of yet. I'm probably gonna need to figure that out. I might need to like promote my dwarf to unlock some stuff to make that more fun for me. But like, you know, they're fun. The default pistol is sort of the only secondary that I've used for gunner so far. But I'm working to change that. Is that a good mid-tone? It is. It's the mid-tone, in fact. Actually, well, I do want to have that on my palette, and so I do. God, that makes it kind of weird because I forgot that I did. This isn't just darkening. This is like the left side. This is also lightening the right side. I kind of forgot about that. I'm not. People, please settle down. It's line art. Please. Also, don't mind my vocal fry. You know, that sort of like clicky noise. When I do, like, you know, vowel noises. That is just a part of my accent. Don't mind that. Shout out Oregon. Very cool. It's just a bit more noticeable right now because I've been doing stuff with my voice. Oh well. Let's see, where's a good spot for me to... There it is. Alright, awesome. I just got a message. Let me see. Oh. Oh. I see. Oh. Um, it's really good Helldivers news. uh, Gremlin is playing Helldivers 2 right now. I can see it in the Discord. I need to play it again. It's very good, and they're doing a lot of good stuff. I'm probably gonna do that next week for multiplayer Mondays, and I'm probably gonna play some with my friends if we get an opportunity. Probably on Saturday if nobody's running a tabletop role-playing game that day. Mm. That's what my hope is anyway. Is that we get to play Helldivers because it seems like a lot of cool stuff is happening. Ugh. Let's see, lineup. Also, don't mind me. I forgot to do my my hand stretches this morning, and so I need to kind of do those before I start drawing, or else I might get carpal tunnel because I draw a lot. I've been drawing more than ever because it's part of the job that I've chosen for myself. There we go. Awesome. Hand stretch the tendons a little bit, but not enough to hurt them, just enough to like get them a bit more limber, stretchy. Stretch the finger ligaments. Rotate my wrists. I'm gonna do an extra bit of stretching for my shoulder and my elbows, just because that's also a good idea. And I have stretched. Now time to pop my fingers. Fun fact: the joints in my arms and my hands pop like I'm an extremely elderly man. And I found out that part of that is because I'm an artist, and I'm using them in the way that I am. Which is interesting, certainly. Okay, I got another message. I thought it was from a friend for a moment, but it turns out it was just a streamer's Discord, which is cool. But like, that's not what I need right now. Is this the right? Yes, yes it is. Okay. It's been a little bit since I've drawn now. I should have been drawing more. I should have been drawing more than I have been. Like, so, you know, it was Mother's Day, and I made sure to celebrate with my mother. If your mother, any number of them, you could have many, or you could have one, or you could have none, and this doesn't apply to you. However, if you have a mother figure or multiple mother figures in your life that are important to you, I hope that you spent time on Mother's Day to show them that, like, they matter to you. What does that mean? Oh, I see what that means. I think. What does the... What do the portents say? Oh, okay, 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 I understand. I'm the understander because I learn. I learn every day. Oh boy. I'm eventually gonna need to do, uh, I'm eventually gonna need to do, like, treble and whatever the other, like, um, higher toned singing is. I'm eventually gonna need to do practice on that, but right now I'm focusing on the bass to get that all smooth with my normal tone and all that, and I'm very happy with how it's coming along so far. That's what friends are for. There we go. Blue Moon. I need to learn Blue Moon also. I like Frankie Sinatra boy. Sinatra boy. Life has many doors, Sinatra boy. There we are. Very good. It seems like I should also do that. I can't believe that this is how Yasop started. Like, in terms of character design. Because, like, he had a massive glow up. Actually, no, I don't know if I need to do that. Like, no, I do, based on previous art style things that I established with Luffy Boy. But no nostril. It doesn't seem like I've done nostril, so I'm gonna keep it that way. Except for, well, no, I didn't actually draw any of those nostrils. Yeah, I only drew them when it made sense. And like this has the shape, but no actual hole. No actual nostril hole. Wait, no, I need to draw the tongue. There we go. Art. Art is very valuable. That's what friend. Are you seriously are you seriously drawing One Piece fan art by yourself? No, I'm with the science team. Yeah. Hmm. God, I saw some like bill hearings from Texas. Oh my fucking god. Oh, they're so fun. The Furries Act, my guy, my dudes, my individuals, my home slices. It's so fun. They're like, when I heard that there were tales of this evil thing called a furry in my hometown, I was terrified. It's so dumb, dude. Oh, it's so dumb. I hope that failed. I need to check up on that. I genuinely really hope that failed, because if it succeeded, that's terrifying. God, I'm so upset with Toei. Like, as I'm drawing Yasop, I'm so upset with Toei, because this is, like, Yasop and his son, God Usopp, clearly not white characters. And then the Toei's just like, how about we color them lighter than the American coded character of the goat Frankie. I'm gonna add some more points because I've been looking at some here. Uh I forget who it was, but there's a person I saw with hair that had these like really loose like like pearly spikes like this, and it looks so good, and I want to sort of like accentuate that with the line art of Yasop, even if that's not quite accurate to his hair. I just think it looks really cool. How's it going? Okay, Gracie just came in. Mood, mood. Yeah, I do. Execute Order 66. execute Order 69. Clowns, what the fuck are you doing? That's not what that is. That's not Order 69, little trooper. That's not how that works. That is not what is programmed. I'm confused by this shape. What did I do? What did I do there? Hold on. What did I do? Okay. No, I understand what I did now. It's just that I did something incorrect, wrong, and bad. There we go. Awesome. Wait, no. This is inaccurate right here. Wait, no, I can keep it. You know what? You want to know why I can keep that? Because if I do that, it's very important for hair, just in general, but especially like this sort of hair. It's very important to have a very clean lines right around here. I don't know if I did the right shape, but like, I don't know. I don't know. My hair's a lot straighter than me, so I don't know. This is the kind of stuff that I need to study rather than be like, let's look at my hair. No, his hair kind of did have those like these sort of spikes. It's just I'm sort of accentuating them a little bit because I think they're awesome. There we go. Yeah. And I can sort of... I need to do that better, but I had the right idea. There we go. It sort of conforms around his, like, Lucky Roo's arm. There we go. No, I like that part. I just need to readjust, I think. No, that's not the right way to do that. I also need some sort of definition here, though. What if I did that? I'm also trying to figure out what looks good, which sometimes is different than what's correct. But, like, usually correct and looks good do go hand in hand. So I'm trying to find a happy balance. And it seems like I'm starting to... I hate that. I hate what I've just did there. I'm gonna, like, undo that. But not completely, so that there's, like, some of that. What did Shift do? Why did I see Shift pop up on my screen? I do not know. Okay, do you have chin hair? Does he also have... Yes, he does. He does have chin hair, but not like jaw hair. Okay. Okay, I understand. You see, I'm the understander because I'm understanding. What is that line? There we go. Ah. Oh fuck, Rayman Origins is on sale. Thanks, Steam. That's very valuable information. I don't have the money. Truly unfortunate. I would love to play that game on stream so bad. It's like an all-time, like, childhood favorite game. Toei's not exactly the most reliable when it comes to character models or the characters. I like to go with the manga first and foremost because that's what Oda drew, and so I trust that more. But I'm not getting a clear. I'm not getting clear there. Also, they gave him the lips, but he doesn't have those in the actual manga. You know the lips. The big, like, circular donut, like, anus lips. Sometimes it can work on a character. For instance, it works on Usopp, but also, oftentimes, it is racist. It is a racist piece of character design. Bad mustache. Again, Oda. Oh, my sweet dear Oda, how do they look? I see, I understand. There's also, like, this that I didn't consider. I actually want to keep that lighter because that's gum. And then I need to... There we go. Alright, awesome. And now this can help me inform how his mustache actually works. Now, as somebody who can grow a mustache like this myself, I can sort of, like, understand how it works. If you're not a mustache grower, you might need to take a bit more time and, like, study a little bit, like, look at references, see how the hairs, like, spread out and form on the face and contort, and not contort, contour, to, like, the underlying muscle structures of the face. Even if you do have a mustache, it's good to do that too. It's just, if you can't personally look in the mirror and see, like, oh, that's how that happens, then, like, it's extra important. Let's see, and then okay, so that's sort of the middle line. I'm taking it should be obvious. I am taking some liberties with these designs because of, like, they're specifically the early, like, very early One Piece models of these characters, and they are going to change. They are going to change, except for Lucky Haru, who mostly just gets a sick ass cape. Right, like he mostly stays the same. He also gets, like, the colors on his shirt swap, and he gets a light colored sash instead of, like, a dark one. That's that's most of his changes. But, like, some of these people, like Yasop, also his hair is not like that Toei. His hair is like that. His hair is curly. and later he has dreads. The blonde is valid, right? Because like has blonde, he has like blonde yellow hair, uh, in like colored illustrations of him. That's fine. He gets that later, mind you. So like I think, uh, let's see, early One Piece, yes. Okay, okay, yeah, yep, all right. It seems to be a little complicated, but he does like have lighter colored hair, definitely. Later on, but it looks like there's some like argument really whether or not it's like um lighter brown or if it's blonde. So in this case, either way, from what I'm seeing, it looks like he bleaches his hair, right? Like either way, because in some like flashback stuff to like even pre like the 12-year like pre bit at the beginning of One Piece, like even before that, it seems like his hair was originally darker. I need to see anime. Anime. Let me see. I need to see him in Romance Dog. Okay, so on One Piece Chapter One's cover, when he shows up, he's colored blonde hair, and Oda colors that himself. It looks like. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna give him lighter hair here, even if it's like ink black, in the actual like piece, because that just seems like it fits what he actually like colored himself. But like it's clear that he did that himself. That is a personal stylistic choice of his. Let's see. Okay, I understand his shirt. Button, button, and button. Button time, button time. I keep getting notifications from my friend Discord server, and I can't look at them right now because I'm at work. I'll check those out later. That's fine. I need to catch up on One Piece. I'm a few weeks behind. I'm a few issues behind, and I need to catch up with it. I also need to catch up with Absolute Batman. I think new chapters of that came out, like new issues. I definitely need to look to see if that's the case. Let me drink some water. Yeah, I just remembered the way I like to sing Bella Ciao is very dictated by where I first heard the song, and it was a bass opera singer on TikTok who was singing the song while uh killing people in, I believe, Black Ops. I believe Call of Duty Black Ops. Like using his mic on so that like they could hear him sing like Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, 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 partigiano, e passeranno un provato l'invasor. Right, like hearing that while they die is really funny to me. And also very inspirational because his singing is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, no, yeah, so I can't wait to eventually like get to post time skip, and then I'll get to draw like the red hair pirates in a new scene, and I'll be able to give Yasop the dreads. Because like oh god, they're like they're glow ups. Like each time they're shown, their designs just keep getting better and better. And I might keep that on if I can understand what I'm drawing. Alright, very cool. I understand. Alright. I believe he has a sash, right? Okay, that's kind of hard to tell. That is a bit hard to tell, I believe. Once I finish their line art, I'm gonna adjust them up a little bit so that they work a little bit better for this. Oh, that'll be a little bit. No, that'll be fine. No, that's fine. I could just readjust and redo the fist, and I'll have to do that with the rest of the body anyways. Probably shouldn't have erased those bits. What I also need to do is foot. Ah, I see. Alright. I should probably do that before I continue and completely forget and then move and go like, oh my god, I don't have the sketches anymore. The sketches are gone. Oh my god, the sketches are fucking gone. Fucking checkmate libel. Get fucking bent. Oh my god. I am the Senate. I've always been the Senate. Nobody does Senate better than I do. Man, if habeas corpus is overturned, which is unlikely but definitely possible, they'll have to catch me first. I haven't done anything illegal until, like, what I am as a person becomes illegal. But, like, you know, whatever. In my mind, this is sort of like the, yeah, no, you do know that, like, all this stuff was because, all these protections and stuff were like the pathway to those were paved in blood, right? Like there's a reason we have these. right? Like things like OSHA regulations. People like every time somebody died in a new weird like accident way, they were like, all right, we need regulation for that because people died there. Right, and the same goes for things existing like unions and stuff like that. It's because that was a compromise. Unions were a compromise. Because we had actual battles. Like I believe Blair Hill is the name of like the bloodiest one, like against the like workers unions, right? Like you do not want that happening again. You know, people time moves on and people forget. We And people are like, oh my god, it's so terrible. We could be getting a lot worse. Right? And it might get a lot worse. Who knows? We still have like 3 years, you know? There's, like, it could get worse. But I will say, there are points in this country where it's been worse than what we have now. And so, you know, it's, definitely a thing to, like, be ready for and prepare for, but also don't despair. Despair is the mind killer. People think that it's fear, but that's incorrect. It's despair. This despair will kill you. Like, you know, go out and enjoy life. Smile, right? Like Luffy tells you, right? Like live by Luffy's example. Smile. Create joy in the world. Right? Like when things collapse, what is left after? Right? Like you need to consider, oh, what the fuck did I do there? What is that? What are you? Oh, I know what you are. Oh, I see what you are. Okay. I believe. I believe I know what you are. There we go. Yeah, no, like I saw a video that like I saw a video about how revolution works that really made me think about Blackbeard and Luffy. Of like when there's destruction of an old regime, right? Like for instance, the world government in One Piece, right? It is clearly collapsing. It is quite obvious that that is what is happening. Uh, the Gorosei are getting more desperate. They're doing more extreme acts, thus like leading more and more people into rebelling against them through happenstance because they're scared of losing control. But that fear of losing control is at at the end of the day is what's gonna cause that collapse to happen. You know, like that whole situation is happening, and it seems like there could be fracturing in the governmental system of like the World Navy separating from the Gorosei, and becoming like their own faction. It seems like that could happen in One Piece. There's definitely like all of that, and that brings me to Luffy and Blackbeard. They are very similar, right? They are both out there shaking up the established order of the One Piece world. Right? That is what they're doing. However, one sows seeds of joy, hope for a better tomorrow, inspiring others to be better than the past. Right? That is Luffy. Whereas Blackbeard is a very similar individual in a lot of ways, except instead he doesn't do that. He doesn't inspire others to strive for a better tomorrow. And ultimately, that's why, besides Luffy being the main character, why I think at the end of the day Luffy is going to win. Because that is the message of these characters, is that in order to create a better tomorrow, you need to have joy and love and hope, and like you can't just destroy the old and expect something to just expect something better to just happen. Right, we've seen this in places like Russia, when like the Soviet Union collapsed and modern Russia came out of it. Right, something better did not happen because like all that happened was destruction. Right, you need to sow the seeds for a better tomorrow. You need to build a better world for the future. You can't just expect it to happen. How long are your sleeves, Mr. Yasa? I'm assuming short, so I'm going to live my life and believe as such. Surely. There we go. It's very cool and cold. How do you work? I see. I completely understand, Oda. I completely understand. He just didn't want to deal with it. He made it black right there. Look at it. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he did. He did just, like, fill it in, not wanting to deal with it. Unfortunately, I'm not that kind of... I'm not that kind of guy. Ben's a really big guy. Alright. I hate to say this. Gamers, but I must excuse myself. So, there we go. There we are. I will be right back. I have returned. Hello, 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 everybody. Let me get rid of the BRB. There we go. And now, let us continue. I have a couple more figures to do line art for, and then I'll readjust it, and then whether or not it's on stream today, I will put like that sort of like flat mid-tone gray in the background of them so that I could get the shading, and so I want like the background won't interfere with them, and you know the whole kit and caboodle. Wow, that would be a oh, that's such a good cat name, just calling them caboodle because they're a kitten caboodle. That's a great name. Man, what was I saying about One Piece? Oh yeah, and so like I fully believe that Luffy and Blackbeard are this like exploration and dissertation of like how like what are you supposed to do when overthrowing like an oppressive regime? Right? And I think ultimately Luffy is gonna win of like, you know, you have to create hope. You have to like make people dream of a better tomorrow. What like and inspire people and set people up to create the better world that you uh so that like the sins of the past and like the previous regime don't just like reform just under a different name, right? Like Blackbeard is honestly no better than emo, right? It's just I wouldn't say saved, just under new management, you know, like the funny Megamind quote, you know, just under new management. Are you ready for them fingers to look kind of like peanuts? I wasn't. That finger is badly placed, which is interesting because I traced it. I traced it over uh like Oda's work. If I do that, that changes the value. Once again, Lord Viper. And if I do whap, whap. Yeah, and that shows like, okay, that's a little bit bent, right? I think that that is the way to go for some of these fienders. I think this just needs a bit of a redo, though. Not a complete restart, but like a bit of an adjustment. There we go. You see, sometimes the only way to really make an art piece work is to sort of ship of Theseus it, sort of slowly readjusting stuff until it works, and sometimes that completely changes how a thing is. Right? Like sometimes you need to ship a Theseus, and that's okay. That's just part of the iterative process. Ah, water. Earth, fire, air. These four elements lived in harmony, but then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar. Fuck you, OBS. Please, internet. Hello, interwebs. secured. Okay, hey OBS. Um, how's the stream coming along? OBS. Hello. I've been showing more than that screen. Is the internet gone? Hello? That's not where I was. I'm connected. OBS. OBS. Hello. Hold on. This will show up better in the recording. But I will get rid of this and do the funny clown music. Oh well. Alright. Well, I will keep recording. However, the internet must be reset. actually do about that? What do you mean by that? Oh, God. Okay. Fuck you, Verily. I just said anything. Okay, cool. Is that gonna work? Alright. Hello. I should be streaming again. Things should be working. It is unstable, though. That is very unfortunate. It looks like things should be working. I wish that Twitch would tell me that I'm stable. Hello. Stuff is happening. My internet went out. It should be back now. It might be unback in a bit, but then after that it should stay back. I need to hear my own stream quality so that I can get things working. Alright, how do I sound? I should sound okay. Alright, that's cool. I need to keep a sort of a finger to the pulse of my stream. So that should be fine. Oh. Ah, stuttering. Alright. Okay, that's cool. Nivel que connect me. Okay. OBS, please. I know my connection was interrupted. Thank you. I hate internet. It's making my life inconvenient, but I need it. Hey, can I please watch myself? Hit hell to the fucking low? Hello? Am I here? Motherfucker. Hey Twitch, can you be agreeable? Thank you. Now Twitch on my phone. Can you? Fuck you. It says my internet connection is stable, phone. You're lying. Somebody's lying. Somebody is a devious liar, McLiar. I don't much appreciate it. I should be live. It says I'm live. OBS is telling me I'm live. Twitch on my computer is telling me I'm live. It says my bitrate is stable, but on my phone, it's not telling me that. I should be live. Hello? Am I here? Am I alive? Am I, like, actually alive? Hello? Can I please stay live? God damn it! I was talking about One Piece, dude! This feels like some sort of inconveniencing, like, interference dog. Ah, come on. Come on. Hold on. Hello, hello, hello. Am I here? Am I here? Am I here? Am I here? Are things working? Okay, it says my bitrate is cool and awesome. Am I alive? Hello? Can I view myself? Okay. Okay, I can see. Oh, that's good. Okay. Okay, I'm alive. I'm alive and in fact not dead, which is good. That is good. That is wonderful. That is marvelous. Now, hopefully it stays that way. And and if it does stay that way, that means I could just get back to doing what I love, which is art. So I'm going to see how detailed I can make this hand before it gets like weird. I think that's about the level I can get it to. Maybe if I do that. Yeah, that's good. Alright, okay. So I'm hearing myself. I should probably lower the music to like that. Yeah, yeah, good. Okay. Very, very cool and awesome. Okay. Uh, pardon me, by the way, for testing things. I'm gonna pause the music. I'm gonna hear myself on my phone. My volume is about halfway up. So that's cool. I sound good. Okay. And let's see how I sound with the music. Okay, so I sound. How do I sound? Do I sound good? Do I sound bad? I definitely sound something. What does the white line on the bitrate mean? That's interesting. Um, okay. That's cool. I'm gonna go to my announcements and I'm gonna say my internet died mid-stream, but I am back. Oh no, but it seems to be functioning just fine now. Or functioning fine now. There we go. Okay. So I can turn off my stream volume on my phone. I can take off my headphones and I can use it as chat. And now I can get back to working on stuff. Now the beauty of recording things separately like I was, is that even though the internet went out, I have one solid recording that I just need to edit a chunk out of. So while it was 100% a bit inconvenient, right? Like, when I say 100%, I mean, like, it was certainly a bit inconvenient. I have worked my stuff in such a way that, like, it is very manageable, right? So it turns into more of just an inconvenience. Because even though this is a new stream, technically, right? This is technically a new stream, because the last one died. It's all on recording still, which is awesome and cool. That being said, now I have to figure out how to do this man's, clothing things. There we go. I think that's good. It might not. It might end up not being good, but like, you know, as it is now, who cares? frankly, who fucking cares? But yeah, no, I am. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, what I was talking about before the internet stuff went out, is like how interesting. I mean, like Luffy and Blackbeard are not complicated characters, but they are very deep characters. If that makes sense, right? They're very straightforward, but in that sense, they're able to be given a lot of depth. You know, sort of the 2 inches wide but a mile deep sort of analogy. And like uh, how they represent like different ways that an old regime can collapse. You either have people who hope for a better tomorrow and actively are building up to the better tomorrow, not just destroying the old regime for the sake of destroying it, and just plain out like just wiping the slate clean sort of like mentality, right? Where Blackbeard is not inspiring a better future. He's just taking it all for himself and he's basically just rebuilding the old system to serve him. Whereas Luffy is dismantling the old system wherever he goes and is through inspiring other people to hope and dream and feel, in some cases, feel joy for the first time in years, decades even. Centuries in the case of giants who live a long ass time. Right? And like inspiring them to create a better tomorrow. Like, which the better tomorrow that's possible. And I think that's why ultimately Luffy is going to win. Right? Like, obviously, he's the main character, so we assume he's gonna win, right? Like, there is that. However, in the context of, like, in universe, right? Having Luffy not be the main character because there's no technical main character in a world, right? Taking away the narrative uh, of One Piece, of him trying to get to the One Piece at the end of the Grand Line, all that. What was I saying? I went on a bit of a tangent at the very end there and I forgot. I hate being mental. I hate having a Brian. Sometimes I hate having Brian Griffin in my head in place of my brain. But what was I saying? Um let's see, inspiring others to create a better tomorrow. Oh. Why let's see why I think he's ultimately gonna win. Yeah, yeah, like that's why I think he's gonna win outside of the fact that he's the main character. Because because of what he represents. Right? Like he represents building a better future. Wait, no. There we go. Oh, you want out? Gracie? You want out, Gracie May? There we go. My grandfather is cooking burgers. And basically what that means is, P. I love burger. I know, obviously, burger loving, fry munching, soda guzzling American here, right? But I love burger. I love burger. Burger good. I don't know why there was a but to that, right? Like, yeah, no, of course I love burger. They're good. Burgers are a good form of food.
They're a very diverse food that you could kind of put anything on. They're kind of like a sandwich. I mean, they basically are a sandwich, right? No toenail. Something I notice I do like with art is I don't really adjust the brush size for foreground and background, and I honestly think that that's for the best. What if I what if I added like another one here? I kind of like that. If I did, yeah, sort of making it a bit more of a round structure of hair from this angle. I think that could work. Yeah, yeah. Listen, dudes will look at this and go, hell yeah. Because I'm a dude-ish, and I'm going, hell yeah. I should probably keep the hair simple. Ish. Like, obviously this is not simple, but it's not complicated. Wow, 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 da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And then the pinkoi toe, the pinky toe even, has a little bit more distance because human feet are structured like obviously we still have the five toes, but like it's structured to where there's the main plate of toes in the middle, there's the big toe, and then there's the pinky toe. Right? So it's more like three structures than five functionally. Fruits. You know, like, Luffy is not a complex character. He is a very deep character, though. He's very deep, and his flaws, like, if you really think about it, he has flaws, right? People are like, oh my god, Luffy has no flaws, he's an amazing character, but no, he has flaws, right? He has one that's very personally relatable to me, and that is he is so scared of being alone. He's so scared of not having uh, those he cares about like around anymore. Right? That's very deeply human. I completely forgot this foot. What the fuck is wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, Truck's Life, cool. I'm swinging in the rain. I'm slinging in the rain. I have to sneeze. That's very unfortunate. Oh my. Ah, nose. Noses. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Sometimes they smell. God, that's oh, I couldn't keep that. That was funny humor. That humor was funny. All right. Wop 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 da da da. Okay, so he did something. Let me redo what I just did. Speaking of doing stuff. Yeah, my nose feels funky now that I've sneezed. I've sneezed and now I've sneezed my last schnoz. You know what they say? Perhaps you've eaten your last haw. Hold on, I will be. Speaking of burger. Well, let me do something funny. Too big. Burger. Instead of be right back, it's burger. But you see, I'm not leaving. Is also part of the joke. It's just that I wanted to have something on my screen besides just like you haven't been trying. That is that voice there that you just heard is entirely me. That is entirely me making fun of myself for not making enough progress and nobody else. Just need to see what I'm Oh, actually, that's pretty good burger. Hmm, burger. Burger. You see, I'm a snazzy little boy with a little schnozzing up the place. My nose is running. My nose is running, and I'm trying to catch it. grandpa and I have different philosophies on making burger. Like on the actual cooking process of the patty. Mm. It's quite good. Very juicy. Extremely juicy. You see, it's juicing up the joint, if you will. Whereas I like his is fully cooked, right? Don't get me wrong. They're cooked properly. They're well done burger patty. That is how it's supposed to be done. Uh, that's cool and good and fine and awesome. I cook them longer, and I end up like, pardon me, flipping them on both sides. I add my seasoning to one side, then I flip it over after like a couple minutes of cooking, right? And then I season the new top, have that cook for a couple minutes, flip that over. Uh, I add butter beforehand to like grease up and sort of like oil up the pan almost. And then at that point, if I really need to, I'll add a bit more butter just in case. Very buttery, very good, very seasoned. I like to make my burger patties very seasoned. And I learned, along with the other usual spices I use, like a citrus and like garlic and onion mix that I like. I also like to add some cinnamon. Turns out cinnamon is a very good meat spice. Burger. These are toasted, yeah. Yes. And and whereas I like to make burgers that are they're very light on toppings, he likes to add more toppings. And it does go to show you there is no real like correct way to make a burger. As long as it tastes good. Right? As long as the food tastes good. Is it really wrong? I disagree. I disagree that it's wrong. Sometimes there are foods that have to be made a specific way or else there's something different. Hmm. That's not what I'm talking about here. Because this is burger. Oh, I just realized something. Uh, because I have Deep Rock Galactic on Steam now, I can also stream it if I wanted to. I'd probably be like streaming solo Deep Rock or like Deep Rock with friends. Right, hold on just a moment. I was given a beverage. That was. This is a very, very thoughtful lunch. This is very thoughtful. Even if it ended up being something that like I didn't necessarily like eating, I still find the effort of making me food to be incredibly thoughtful. And I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate everything my grandpa does for me, really. Each and every day, I do my best to never take it for granted. Never take the people that care about you for granted. Burger. Tina. Tina, I'm Bob Burger. Len. Len, I'm Bob Burger. I know, Bobby. I know, Bobby. I know you're Bob Burger. Bob the Burger. Can we cook it, Bob the Burger? Yes, we can. Mm. I have a magical thing. Now that the burger is done, both of them, in fact, I had two burger. B-R. Burb. I will burb. They're gonna have returned. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. I think the spirit of every Bob that ever burgered is affecting me.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Let me get rid of all that. And before I continue drawing, I need to breathe. Remember, gamers, if you're ever feeling a little bit queasy, but like not super queasy, to the point where you immediately have to like leave and go hurl your guts, remember to take slow, calming breaths in a consistent rhythm, because that will help your body relax and it will help everything stay down. This I forget where I learned it, but this is something I learned and it has helped me a fair bit. Also remember to drink some water, but drink it slowly and calmly. Don't chug it if you're feeling queasy. Mm. Alright, I'm not feeling perfect, but that did help. That did help. You see, in this house, I do my best to make sure and only preach stuff that I am at least trying to practice. You know, because I find it to be a lot more worthwhile and valuable when lessons come from personal experience. But yeah, no, now burger is done. No, burger is done. That's very cool. A second burger has hit. A second burger has hit the Bajongles. I almost said my real name there. That would have been funky. I think I forgot to edit it out of a VOD. One of my VODs when I was accidentally called my real name, but that's fine. Like I don't actually care if people find out my name. It's just I don't want it, you know. It's not something that's like a big dark secret. It's just like it doesn't really gel with my brand and my vibe that I want to like put out into the world, you know? So in like the workspaces like this or like I guess this is professional. I'd I'd say that this is a professional setting somewhat. Well, again, I feel like in a more professional type setting like this, I would like to have ugh, my internet handle be what people refer to me as.
Hey, hey, Lois, remember the time that I was in Outer Wilds? No, Peter. I never remember any of your stupid ass cutaways, Peter. I think they're stupid and make no sense. And honestly, I wish you'd stop talking to me and my family. You're not a family guy anymore, Peter. You haven't been since the third season. Luckily, there's a family guy. Luckily, there's a mashup guy. Sometimes my friends that I like as a bit, watch this person named Dog Eat Dog Galaxy 6, and it seems like they've unfortunately mellowed out. I guess fortunately for them, and like the people around them, like, you know, the general like well-being of, you know, them and their audience and such, right? Like, it is beneficial for that, and I hope that they stay mellowed it, for that reason, because like it's just a much healthier place to be, honestly. Good for them. They made a video that was kind of sucky. They apologized for their actions in it, and then it seems like they've moved on. Hey, that's cool. But yeah, no, it was a little unfortunate for how we viewed this person's content, though, because like the rage was part of like the comedy. And so we haven't watched them in a while now, but like, you know, honestly, I think that's better for everybody. How do you actually look in the face? No, you actually do look like that. What the fuck? I, it's a bit more exaggerated in my piece, right? So I should probably mellow that out a little bit. But no, that's actually what the top of the head is, or the top of the mouth is shaped. Holy shit, Saros TV is doing a Dark Souls 2 first playthrough. Holy shit, that's awesome. That's a game that I love. And a person whose content is cool, I think. I think they are cool, and I think that they make pretty fun content. Is that a scar, or is that a fucking what I thought it was? I think it's what I thought it was. I think that was supposed to be a demon of some sort. But I'm gonna do it my way. Which is more this angle than like that angle. In this case. And I also might, just for the fun of it, add like a much fainter one like that. Maybe shorten it a bit like so. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Is that accurate? I don't fucking know. Let me look again. Looks like it. Definitely looks like it. Your forehead muscles are very powerful, my friend. They could lift entire warships. There we are. Very cool and awesome. Very cool and awesome and epic and cool. And also Chungus a little bit. Okay, do you have a cleft chin? Or do you not? Nah, you don't. I don't know, this was the 90s. They could have. There we go. Alright. Line weight. Line weight, let's fucking go. Also, you probably noticed my profile picture changed. I can give a higher definition thing. I put it on my socials, so you can probably see it there. But like, yeah, new profile picture. Oh, this is the first of many changes uh my whole streaming shtick. I think this is the only one I'm gonna show publicly until it's all done. Like by show publicly, I mean like add to my shit. Because once it, like it feels like everything else kind of needs to be set up together. Mm. But because I've grown so much as an artist already since like the start of the year, I feel like updating my shit and being like season one is now a go. That like I can do that when because my art will be good. Also, I used gradient maps for this. I used the gradient map for this. Plus like plus like a layer, like a flat color layer, and in soft light or hard light, whichever one. It kind of doesn't matter because like you can make hard light into soft light through opacity. That doesn't really matter. That's fine. Yeah. So it looks super cool. In the particular gradient map, I like to call mint pomegranate because like it goes from a mint color to like a pomegranate color in like the highlights and the shadows. Like the highlight is mint, the shadow is pomegranate, and it's super cool. I think it works super well. I needed to add another layer on top to make the cheeks and the nose of the mask pop. Because they were kind of feeling samey with all the rest of the mask without it. Like, other than that, like, yeah. Yeah, I think it turned out wonderfully. Almost gives it a sort of, like, ancient feel. You know, like, for some reason that color combination feels kind of, like, ancient. And I'm very happy with it. It's very cool. I'm probably going to be scrapping the particular PNG tuber idea that I had, of just like updating the one that I was working. I know I already did a lot of progress on it, but my vision is expanding, and all the different PNG tubers that I'm thinking about are relatively simpler than the one that I was working on. Because ultimately they're gonna be like only a few pieces, whereas like the one that I was working on before was a bunch of different little pieces that go together really complicated, like and such. The most complicated that I need to do is going to be the fortune teller because it is going to have an animation. Right, like when it talks, it's gonna have an animation of like the hands and the arms moving around the pondering orb, the fortune teller orb. And when it's not talking, it like goes back to like just not, so that it's like ooh, it's talking, and it's gonna be super cool. It's gonna be super cool. But anyways, back to this art. Wow. There we go. Awesome. Very good. Ooh, I should probably calm down a little. I'm just very excited about my shit working and being cool and awesome. And so I may be exciting myself a little too much for like how close I am to being queasy again eventually. see if I get that there. Like that. Oh. I'm taking creative liberties because I think I know what I see. Right, but again, this image is low fidelity enough that I could just be wrong. As far as I can tell, this is what it's supposed to be. Notice he's running, and I'm not fast enough. I'm not fast enough to catch my nose. It's running too fast. It's running too fast and far. Okay, your pants, your fucking pants. Also, you have. You not only have the 1-2 buckle my shoe, you have four, you have 4 bugles. Impressive. I bet I see nary a person with but 1 bugle. There we go. This is what I'm kind of used to drawing. Baggy pants, I say, and then I fail miserable. The buckles are in the right place, gamer. Well, I see what happened. Okay. And then it does need to be kind of like that. And then, yeah, baby. That's what we're waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! Woo! That's what it's all about, baby. Yes. Again, I feel like I'm taking some liberties with this design, but I like him in boots a little better. And ultimately, this is a fan art series. Fan art is all about taking liberties. You see, if your liberties are not given, they must be taken back by you. You see, that is how it works. And if people who previously gave you those liberties are now taking them away, you need to remind them why you have them in the first place. Be strong. Be compassionate. Be kind. Share love and compassion with others. And most importantly, give that love and compassion to yourself, too. You deserve it. You deserve to be happy. Every single one. need to redo these buckles, but I like the buckles, so I'm kind of just gonna redo them, but a bit wider. Yeah, or I guess taller in this case. Oh well, should be fine. Only the Master of Evil doth. When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the Master. Only the Master of Evil doth. You strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Man, Obi-Wan really did just say, "Listen, man, you can't kill me in a way that matters." Like that one funny snail, not that snail, that the funny mushroom. You cannot kill me in a way that matters. I'm not scared of you. Zoinks. Hmm. Nose. Well, speaking of nose, I woke up with a nosebleed this morning. I caught it early, so I didn't make a mess or anything. But like, still, that was a fun thing to wake up to. Certainly got me out of bed, which was hard because I had a very, very sweet and loving cat sleeping on my lap when I woke up. That, and that made it difficult to actually get out of bed. I love Penelope. I love all my cats. And I love all of you, whether or not you're watching. I hope you remember that. And I hope you extend that to others as well. Because that's what the world needs right now. And because that's what I believe the world needs, that is what I am trying to provide it. Because you can't expect others to do something for you. Sometimes you have to do things for other people. Be an example. Be a good example, I should say. Man, I can't wait to get to the edited bits and be like, here's a solid, large time of motivation. Bajongles, Motivational Quotes 2025. And have a large, like, bit of it just be, yeah, be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. Make sure to, make sure to remember that you are a person too. And if all people deserve love, that extends to you as well. Is that what your nose looks like? Yes, it is, kinda. Na 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 na. Here we are. I can't wait to get to editing videos and having like having proper edited videos rather than like I am editing the fucking VOD because often VODs don't actually give you a lot of reach. It's usually the edited videos that do better. And so I'd like to start doing that. My friend Potato Jeremy is awful busy, and I was like, "Hey, I want to see like what you have, like what you're able to accomplish with this kind of thing." Oh yeah, I just remembered. I'm probably gonna have to like download some of the videos that I've uploaded onto YouTube because I deleted a lot of the recordings to make space for everything because sometimes space is at a bit of a premium. There we go. I should probably redo that a little bit though to be cool and good like that. Yes. Wonderful. There we are. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. We're fucking gaming. Yes. What the fuck was that voice? I take that all back. I take it back in its entirety, in fact. Hold on this stream do I have? I do. It should show up on the stream if it works. Whenever that happens again. By that I mean new follower. New follower. What happened to T-Grad? It's super cool. Yeah, I think it would be a nice feature to for Twitch to be like, hey, here's how the person that followed you was removed from our website. That'll be fun. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Here we are. Yeah. Like the Djibouti Dubs Sticky Buddy video. Just that's how I'm feeling right now. God, I have so many like little things like, oh, that's not how I would do it. Oh, that's not how I would do it there. Oh, that's not quite right. That I'm noticing with this face that I'm doing, where it's like, I wouldn't draw these parts like this. And that's a good thing for me to realize. That a lot of the stuff I'm doing here, in this piece of like, that's not what I would normally do. Right? Just like little things. I don't know how to explain like what parts specifically, but there are parts. There we go. All right. Very good. Very good. I just remembered. I saw a video on YouTube Shorts about like one of the concept designers being like, hey, or like being asked like a bunch of times, hey, why didn't you put Pleakley in the dress in Lilo and Stitch? And he's like, I tried. Like, there's so much sadness in his voice when he was like, I tried, and like Disney, I guess Disney just kept saying no. But he had like concept art of Pleakley in the dress, and it was gorgeous concept art. Like the concept art was amazing. Right, but the fact that they like got rid of that in Lilo and Stitch is one of the many reasons. Plus the brown face that some of the actors are doing for the film because they're not having like actual a lot of like actual like Hawaiian actors, mm, particularly naughty. Like that, and the fact that they did that, the fact that Disney decuntified Pleakley means that I'm not going to see it, and I do not recommend anybody else does. Okay, your shirt's, yeah, your shirt's pretty shrimple, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah, and the shirt kind of does that a little weirdly. That is what the fabric does. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Technically, I could have them be longer sleeves, but I don't want them to be. Hmm. I think after this stream, I'm going to relax. Relaxing doesn't mean I'm going to be doing nothing, mind you. I need to get today's VOD release done, and then tomorrow I can edit uh Thurs Thursdays. That would be cool and awesome. That would be cool and awesome, and that would be great. actually. I was right the first time on the sketch, actually, which is weird. I'm never usually more right on the sketch. I might still be wrong, but I'm more right on the sketch. I think I'm nostalgic for Outer Wilds, even though it's a recent game in my life. Have you ever felt that? And it's weird because it's not all in my life. I've only like known about the game for a couple of freaking years. It's only been a couple of years. But like still, I can't help but feel some of that nostalgia. And I'm feeling that with this music. I need to redo some of these. In fact, it's highly likely that I will. So I'm going to. I see one of my friends is playing Deep Rock Galactic. I already have today's video edited. I just need to do the thumbnail. Once I do the thumbnail, I'll get there and it'll be awesome. It'll be epic. Okay, so here are the main lines. So there is this, and then this forms like one sort of big cluster of shapes. Right, like you do that. If I'm not only thinking, but I'm also if I'm also twinking correctly. Let me twink about it, Batman. Like if I do that right, if I do this right, that means that it'll look good. I also need to do a mouth. Yeah. Awesome. Oh. I'm being absolutely destroyed by Burger. Help me. I'm burgering. I'm got a burger. Somebody's bobbing on my burger. Help me. Right there, there's the top like that, and then I need to do the sides. The sides kind of go down. Wait, no, they're not dreads. What am I thinking? What were they thinking? This is streaked back hair. However, I will reinterpret it however the fuck I want. Now he looks a little bit like Harry Osborn. I'm the new Norman. I'm the old Norman. I beat the old Spider-Man. Okay, if I did that, he is near the window. Wait, no, I could have this just have the same gradient map, right? Yeah, well, I can. I think. I can do that on overlay layers, right? I should be able to. Because then it'll just turn into an overlay version of the such things. Yeah. I am certainly much closer. I put so much work into that, and it's all for naught. God, he also looks like in this. I made him look like the like an older version of that like teacher's pet from what's it? It's where they're in 4th grade. It's the cartoon where they're in 4th grade. I forgot, but I also did that to him. That's very unfortunate. I think what I want to do for pieces like this, with all of the VODs, is I want to, instead of editing all the things individually, I want to edit all of them together into like one sort of like like much more well edited, like super cut type situation of a piece. I think that would be cool. Let me get rid of that so I can have the. Alright, cool and pog. See, but have you considered, gamers? Sorry for BRBing so off in this stream, but like, here we go. Yeah, I'll be right back. I have returned. Hello. And I think what I want to do off stream, kind of. Yeah, I'm sort of announcing like, hey, I might do this off stream. Is having oh boy, having Ben Beckman be off stream, like doing the Ben Beckman line art. I have been defeated by American exceptionalism, also known as burger. Hamburger. 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 Burger. I love that video so much. The hamburger. Okay, something like that. Makes sense, I guess. You're supposed to be holding beverage. You're supposed to holding beverage. I see. Background help. Background line art disappear. That also help. There we go. I really want to see the story for these people today on stream. Is that I can scoot them up properly. Get rid of parts of this that are covered up by things. Still, I'll probably do a table and stool in the background there, but they just have to be simple little things, and that is okay. And then I need to do Ben Beckman, and then I can do the complicated aspects of shading. And there we go. And once I get the shading for these done, I can smooth out the parts of the overlay that are covered up by a people. I need to close this because it's very good at trapping my voice and echoing it, and it bugs me. Water bottle activate. Yay. But you know, I'll probably have to do that. And I can have everything have the same color gradient map. For the shading. Like every single thing. And that'll be cool. Because that means even though so the same shading, because it'll be different colors, it'll be cool. I think, I think I want to make sure that next week's stream is the like getting shading worked on properly stream for like the aspects of stuff, at least the back guys here. Because I really want the shading to. I really want to get the grading patched out. I'm so excited to get today. Yeah. You know, I want to keep going, but also I lack some sort of will, I guess. I'm gonna force myself to anyway. No, I did draw the beverage. He's holding beer. Beer time. Hey, no, you're. Oh, okay, yeah, no, you're the hand of it. That's not. Oh, well. You know, I never intend for my stuff to be realistic, you know? I see a lot of more detail and stuff that looks more real in my art over time, but that's just because I'm learning more and more. I don't intend for stuff to be realistic. No, I that's not what I want. I want things to stay super stylized and epic, and I think I'm gonna get there. I'm definitely getting there, somewhat. Like you can see it in some of my other pieces, particularly the ones I'm proud of, like the new profile image, popping my fingers. My fingers. There's a very specific. There's a very specific joke. Very specialized joke. It's an inside joke, and I will not explain it. I will not explain it. However, the phrase "funding for my feces" has been stuck in my brain. It has been stuck in my Brian. Brian is stuck with a fishy in his brain. My wrinkly Brian. I need somebody to draw me Brian Griffin, but like one of those like really wrinkly ass dogs. And I want it to be captured my powerful wrinkly Brian. My my young wrinkly Brian, says the Emperor of the Galactic Empire from Star Wars. My powerful wrinkly Brian is fully operational. You will find this wrinkly Brian is fully armed and operational. And I'm excited for when I can get to the funny. I guess that's just sort of like I could say that about a lot of things. I can't wait to get to I I can't wait to get to Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. I shrimply can't wait because I'm very excited to play it on stream. There we go. Okay. This wrinkly Brian is fully armed and operational. Let me. Is fully armed and operational battle station. There we go. Very cool. You know, I zoom out and take everything holistically, and then I realize, my incessant attention to all this detail is appreciated, and I want to keep doing it. But also, I didn't need to go as hard as I'm going, you know? I think this gradient map is just going to be a simple, like, yellow to purple. Yellow, or perhaps yellow to blue through the warm tones. Yeah, yellow to blue through the warm tones, I think is cool and good, and then that means I can have all the base colors around that. I might even have another different gradient map for over top with this one as making everything lighter and darker. Who knows? Who schnows? I don't schno. I'm schnon aware. Actually, yeah, I'm actually gonna attach the sketch to the regular sketch. Alright. Sorry that I'm zooming out. I'm trying to find the perfect place to zoom. There we go. And I'm gonna save it, because you know what? I know technically this particular stream has only been going on for an hour and 40 minutes, but I have been doing this for about 3 hours now. So I am going to switch over to just chatting. All right. Yeah, switch over to just chatting, and I am going to do my ending read now. I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch uh, at Bajongles1 on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. The best time, because the West Coast is the best coast. You can also find me on Bluesky and Tumblr at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. I switched my Tumblr username to be Bajongles, so it works. It works better now. You can also find me over on YouTube. If you're watching this VOD, you're probably watching it on YouTube, which is say hi YouTube. In the case of that, make sure to like and perhaps even subscribe. It would really help me out. And with that, I will see y'all on the flip flop. Bye bye.